Good evening, brothers, sisters, and gender norm resistors. It's time for some more Mass Effect Andromeda with me, your host, Ollamh. Welcome. Yes, as you can see by the title of tonight's episode, things have not been going great. So last night we finally got to the Moshai. We saved her. But we found out a lot about the Kett. The Kett actually came from somewhere very different. We have no idea what a normal Kett looks like, because they much like the Reapers, they kind of they basically kind of adapt everybody. So with the people that are chosen for exaltation are changed into Kett, and like the Kett take on some of their more unique qualities. So just about every Kett that we have defeated in the Andromeda galaxy is actually an Angaran that has been changed into a Kett. The process is just absolutely horrible, because what they do is they take the Angaran, they suppress their immune system, so the body can't defend itself from like bacteria and diseases and viruses and stuff like that. And then, that's kind of how they get the Angarans to be like, yeah, I want this. I go ahead and exalt me. Give me whatever you got, because I don't want to live like this. I could die from a common cold. And that's how they get them to kind of agree to it, and then they just drastically change the being. We don't know yet if they've gotten any humans, Turians, Asarians, or Solarians, so all that's still up in the air. But with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the game, shall we? That is once OBS realizes that the game is played. Thank you. All right. We've got a lot of stuff here on the Angaran planet. For example, we need to talk to, let's see here. We need to talk to some people here. We need to talk about the laws governing trade and stuff like that. We need to meet Rael in the resistance head, or Ephra in the resistance headquarters. We've still got just a metric crap ton of stuff to do. Like, there is so much here. Now, like the other Mass Effect games, we could just beeline it straight into the end game, but that probably won't work out well for it. It's possible, it's even possible to complete the game, but it isn't going to be good. All right, yes, you.
Arbiter Renav told me to expect you. I prepared a datapad detailing our laws. Read it fully.
As defined by the first founders of Aya, this world and all who live on it agree to abide by the laws, customs, and regulations of a civilized society that has existed for centuries on other worlds. These rules of conduct ensure a voice for each family within our society and gives them certain inviolable rights. One of 5,983 pages. Jesus.
Pathfinder?
Hello?
As you can imagine, your arrival raised concerns from Aya's people.
It'll take a long time to trust strangers again.
Which is why they want the Nexus to listen to them. We've set up terminals in the city so people can leave messages for your people on the Nexus. I'd appreciate if you take a look and forward their communications to your people.
Okay. Citizens' message to the Nexus. File log of citizens' messages uploaded to the Tavaton for the Pathfinder's eyes only. Let there be unity. Before the Scourge and Gara were one people. It took centuries after that disaster to find each other again. And by then, we'd been divided too long. This is how the Kett were able to conquer us. The war forced us back together. But now you've upset the balance. Some don't trust you. Others want you to save us. Divisions are forming. If you're really here to help, keep our people united. Havoya and Ishari, you all. Okay. Now, I'm going to forward them unedited. I'm not editing this shit. That's not my job. We are just going to send that stuff straight on through. I'm not going to read all of it. Like, Jesus Christ, that's a lot. Yeah, I remember the first time I met the Moshai. It was one of the greatest moments. This is not your galaxy. You do not belong here. Yeah. Again, it's one of those things where...
They rescued her. The Moshai's been returned. Your credits are as good as anyone else's. Don't start any trouble and we're fine.
I'll be the poster child for no trouble.
Whatever that means, it'll do.
All right. I have a lot of guns that I'm not using.
Pardon me. I'm consulting.
Oh, sure, no problem. My apologies, ma'am. And then, of course, there's finding everybody from the crew on the around here too. So let's see here. What impulse drove these people across dark space? What have you come here for? Do you expect us to believe you're just explorers who want to live in peace? I think you fled something. Well, that's actually true. Wanted engineer. Yeah, like I said, I am not gonna edit these. We need to know, you know, people deserve to know what they are saying about us. What their concerns are and stuff like that. Like, what are we going to be facing?
I don't say. Can't believe it.
Petra?
Doing okay?
Who knew saving a respected member of Angaran society would open so many doors? I've been talking to some of their traders, seeing if we can work things out.
Whatever you're making, I have something to help.
Be cautious.
We have to be careful not to trade away too much of what the Nexus needs.
Trust me, I'm running everything by Kett.
Hi, can I talk to you?
New clientele is always welcome here. Have a look. I'm sure you'll find something to your taste.
The sales pitch is good, but it's the follow-through that matters.
I'll let my inventory speak for itself.
All right, what does this one do? This adds weapon headshot and weak shot bonus, weapon spare ammo, plus 13 weapon damage. I like that. Okay, I actually kind of like the Maverick stuff. Like, the Maverick stuff is looking pretty sweet.
When trouble comes calling, will you be ready? Buy my armor.
I'm not selling to aliens.
Okay. No need to be a dick.
Must find common ground. Exaltation affects us all.
Exaltation is just another word for how the Kett kill us.
And if you're wrong? If we've been killing for them without realizing it?
I saw a Kett up close when they attacked. It was nothing like our people.
The Kett weaponize their victims to make you hesitate.
And when the Kett begin to exalt your people, what will you do then?
Thank you for that. Insight, Pathfinder. The issue facing us is complex. Come, my friends. Deliberate with me.
I mean, look, if they turn a human, yeah, I will kill that human. Much like, you know, much like Shepard did with a with a husk. Is that a fire? No, okay, no, that's water. I'm like, whoa, that is what's going on here?
Doesn't seem so tough. Don't pay it any
I was
attention.
born 2 minutes after you. 2 minutes.
So wait, the bar you just like stroll up and like turn a tap? Really? That seems like an odd way of doing things, but okay. I mean, hey, this is your style, guys. You do you.
Ryder, you are the subject of a detailed scan by an Angara standing nearby.
Maybe I should introduce myself. Hello there.
I'm working.
You scan Aya's first alien visitor without permission, then blow me off? Come on.
Curiosity doesn't imply a desire to interact.
Noted. What's your interest in me?
You're an alien on my homeworld. Why wouldn't I be interested?
That
You
is
could have
fair.
asked.
Fine. Will you submit to a full spectrum analysis of your biology?
You haven't even told me your name.
Darnfra. Biological researcher. This is my home.
What do you hope to find?
Are you looking for something specific?
We share many external similarities. I want to learn if that holds true internally.
I can't fault you for being curious. Scan away.
I didn't think you'd comply.
I'm full of surprises.
That you are. When we face extinction, family is our final comfort. Do you understand that?
I came to this galaxy with my family. I lost my father on the day I arrived.
But you still carry on his legacy. He knew that, in the end. Family is everything. Not only the one we have now, but the ones that follow us. What will your family look like in 5 generations? 10? How many of you will there be?
You're worried there'll be more of us than you.
I have 23 grandchildren. I want to know what their grandchildren will inherit. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Who knows? Maybe my grandchildren, my great-great-grandchildren will look kind of like an Angaran. And again, yeah, join our fight. So you want to war? Are you at war with each other? We have much to learn. I believe in our future. Like I said, yeah, we're just gonna doll.
Well, what do you think?
I could get used to this.
We take turns living here. You can see why.
You're relaxed here. There's a sparkle in your eye.
I am. Thank you. It's nice of you to notice.
You're interesting. I like to notice.
So I know Drac is around here somewhere. I love how everybody's like, oh, it's the human.
The Kett have turned more aggressive. Abductions are down.
All right, let's take a look at the map here. We have speak with, right, we need to speak with the Arbiter there. And then we'll need to talk to Evra.
Correlation doesn't imply causality.
Heard you were coming. I prepared a datapad on our laws regarding war. Learn them.
241. So yeah, they have more laws for commerce than they do for war. Kett must be defeated, but not at any cost. It won't matter if our future generations can live without fear of death or enslavement if that freedom is achieved through genocide or other barbaric crimes. I'm cool with that. I am perfectly A-okay with that. Like, yeah, I don't like genocide either.
I deserve to be told. You had no right to keep it secret from me.
It's an ongoing investigation. I meant no disrespect.
Did Jarl know?
Of course not. Neither did the human.
Hi! You
Sorry
guys
to interrupt.
don't pay attention
This
to your door
isn't your
player.
concern.
It is now. We need to find the Kett command ship. Tell him the truth about my capture.
Moshai, please.
It may be our only route to the Archon.
One of my men helped the Kett take her. A resistance commander named Venturev.
One of your own gave her to the Archon? No wonder you hushed it up.
This isn't about hiding the truth.
I'm working to capture him, make him answer for what he did.
You know where he is?
Kadara Port, my contacts are hunting him.
Contacts? You can't trust anyone there. They deserted our cause, our people.
And now they're ruled by exiles from your galaxy.
Ven may know how to find the Archon and his ship. We can't leave this to a pack of renegades and outlaws.
I'm a little new to the galaxy. Where did Ven go, exactly?
Kadara Port is a trading outpost. We abandoned it when the Kett invaded.
Some of us went back. Deserters, scavengers. They don't support Aya.
How did exiles from the Nexus wind up there?
Bad luck for everyone.
I need the relic that leads to Meridian, and I can handle my people. Let me do this.
I don't like it.
I don't care. The Pathfinder is right.
I'll transmit my files on Kadara Port to your ship.
Our traitor could have useful information. We need him alive.
That's up to him.
Be safe, Pathfinder. As for you, Ephra, we're not done.
Yeah, she seems a little pissed. So, all right, we're going to Gadara Port. Oh wait, there is a weapons merchant over here. I would like to talk to the weapons merchant. All right, so right. This way. Around down here, I guess. Is this the way to the armory? Of course, Cora's here.
Good to see you. Getting lots of stares. Reminds me of being on Thessia for Asari commando training. We're the aliens.
Got any tips on navigating an alien society?
Be yourself, but your best self. Listen and be polite about scanning your food. Though that's good advice in general. Ephra's letting me record a few of these training sessions.
Pathfinder, Ephra cleared you to purchase weapons over my objections.
Hey, selling an alien weapons would make me nervous too.
I don't do this for Ephra. I respect the Moshai.
Right, you mean the Moshai that I helped get back? All right, so let's take a look at sniper rifles. I have the Ishire 3, the Ishire 4. I have the Vanquisher 4, which, nah. Now, we could make an Ishire 4. Or no, the Ishire 3 is what we have. Okay, so we can't sell what we actually have. Okay, so we can actually just say, hey, we can actually sell everything. You know what? Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and sell everything. All right, so you have the Tauntum 4s, which is what I have as well. I'm pretty sure. All right, so there is Mariko. All right, well, let's go talk to Mariko, and then we'll take off. So this is kind of like the questionable port. Like, this is the seedy side of the galaxy, I think. Or at least the cluster. I'm still not sure we've managed to meet everybody. Like, there have got to be, like, aliens and stuff.
When you have a Pathfinder, this is a tremendous honor. I must express my admiration for all you've done. Crossing the void between galaxies, navigating the Scourge to find Aya. Incredible.
The odds were against us, that's for sure.
Yet here we are, strangers from different galaxies conversing in friendship. Extraordinary. I am Mariko Darej, Chief Voneron.
A Voneron? That's very... I don't know what.
Ah, linguistics, not my strength. I am a celestial observer, charting the movements of stars, planets, and the Scourge.
An astronomer? You know the safe routes out there?
We deploy satellites that alert us to new hazards and opportunities. but we've lost contact with several key observers. They've simply stopped. I sent a vessel to scan their last known locations, but nothing's been found. Your Tempest is highly advanced. I hoped you could aid our search.
Of course.
Even Pathfinders need a good map. I'll look into it.
I knew you'd understand. I'll provide search nav points. And when I can finally reconcile our charts with fresh satellite data, I'll gladly share all we have.
All right, so let's get back aboard our ship. As beautiful as this place is, we can't stay here we can't stay here for long. Like, this is their home. We need to make one of our own, but to do that, we need to kind of like, you know, kick some Kett ass.
Director Tan, good news. The Angara opened an embassy for us on Aya.
That is a surprise? What are their expectations?
I convinced them we're friends. Try not to mess it up.
I do not mess it up. I will gather envoys and send them to Aya. Thank you, Pathfinder. We'll take it from here.
Right, nobody to call on the vid phone right now. And apparently, like, the,
Why can't you just ask her yourself? Because. Because. Just because. Fine. Lexi, PB wants to look at Jaal's scans.
PB knows I can't divulge patient information.
Ugh, useless.
We were right about the vault on Aya, huh? What a find.
And this Meridian might jumpstart all the others.
I knew hitching my wagon to yours would pay off.
I like it when you flirt. I wouldn't want you to stop.
Have I flirted with you? Don't worry, Ryder. I'm relentless. It relaxes me.
So what's your take? Is this Meridian what we think it is?
Everything we've seen, each remnant system we've uncovered, is connected to everything else. The bots, the monoliths, the vaults. It stands to reason that activating Meridian will connect the entire network and rekindle terraforming across the cluster.
So you think we're doing the right thing?
Well, yeah.
Thanks for chatting. We'll talk again later.
You know it.
I thought I hated the Kett before. Then we learned about exaltation.
Yeah.
I can't even begin to imagine how Jaal feels about this.
I was curious about you and Sid, being on your own from such a young age.
Yeah, I really wouldn't recommend it.
Where was home? Palaven?
No, we'd already left Palaven by then. Whatever our dad was involved in meant we weren't welcome there. I hadn't even gone to boot camp yet. Sid was barely a year old. We eventually settled in a mining colony in the Minos wasteland. 2 years later, our dad was gone.
Where was your mother in all this?
Back on Palaven, I suppose. She was an awful person. All she cared about was climbing the ranks. She and my dad fought all the time. I think at the end they hated each other. When things were really tough, I thought about going back. But she wouldn't have accepted us. Whatever my dad did destroyed any chance of that.
How did you keep you and your sister afloat?
I was barely more than a kid myself, so lots of unskilled work. Construction jobs. No one else would do the dangerous stuff, so I would. Being up high, crawling under things. I could shoot a gun, so eventually I moved into smuggling. Even more dangerous, but lucrative. We were never rich, but we got to comfortable.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Yes, I do.
You have new email at your terminal, Pathfinder.
Of course I do. I also kind of want to change up my gear a bit. I want to change up my jacket. I want to customize the colors. Okay, so you I want at like about halfway between gray and black. Because you are actually going to go... hello. Okay, there we go. I was going to say, I want it black. With kind of a grayish... Wait, no. Damn it. No, the fucking ring. Give me the ring. So you were like a 700, wasn't it? I wish there was a way to, like, tie those two together. All right, so if we say right at this point, 620, let's take you to, let's say we're going to start off at 700, at about 700 there. Yeah. Oh, man. Oh my God. Fucking why? Okay. Now we're going to say take you to like about 710 in there. Okay. If we come up to here. We'll make you a little bit darker there. There we go. So now we're just black and purple. I like that. I like this. I like this look. All right, so yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the Angara have a place called the Repository of History. I know, sounds super dull. They need someone with more flair for naming things. Next time you're running around Aya, can come see me there, will ya? We talk on camera to Vesa. And then messages to the Nexus. Ryder, I've been reviewing all the messages you forwarded from the Angara populace. It's encouraging to see that even in these initial phases of contact, we have support among them. Though it's equally clear we have our work cut out for us in winning over the rest. But I'm confident you're on the right track. I would have been surprised if the Angara hadn't expressed skepticism. First contact is a complicated situation, and if roles were reversed, I'd be suspicious of them if they arrived on our doorstep. Thank you for passing these messages along. They'll provide invaluable insight as we navigate these tricky waters. That last talk. Thanks for listening to me. I hope I didn't come across whiny. Could my life have been any different? Sure. Could have been different? Sure. Could have had a dad, a mom, a rigid upbringing, blah, blah, blah. Communications from Jarl. The Moshai sent some news from Aya that she asked me to share with you. Under her guidance, officials are again allowing study of the Aya Vault. It comes with great risk, of course, so she's restricting participation to her brightest students. Under armed guard. Although she doesn't have your ability to interface with the Remnant, she wants to be ready to assist you however she can once Meridian is found. These are interesting and exciting times. All right, so yeah, she wants to meet us on Aya, of course.
So, Callow, who's that woman I keep seeing you with on the Nexus?
What? Whom?
You're always short of credits after we come back. Is it because of her?
It's complicated, Suvi.
Oh, come on, answer!
Hello, Gil. When are you cleaning up that repair on the sensor console?
I'm not. It's a redesign.
A redesign? Without a trained crew?
I'm trained and it's working great. Don't be so uptight.
Everything okay?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't worry about it. What can I do for you?
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
Well, I can't talk about Suvi. She's sitting right there.
I'm not listening. You can say whatever you like.
Oh no, I'm not falling for that again.
What do you think of the rest of the crew?
I'll admit it. Gil's rather irritating. He insists on redesigning systems rather than maintaining them.
He likes to do things his way.
That doesn't make it the right way.
I agree with you
What
there.
do you think of the rest of the crew?
Liam's quite fun. Not many humans have that kind of energy. I probably shouldn't have told him there are secret compartments in the armory, though. He's been looking all day.
I'll let you concentrate.
You know where I'll be.
Yes, because you'd never leave. All right, so there is the museum trip. Let's keep on with PB because hey, we want her nice and close because PB's kind of awesome. I mean, she's kind of awesome. But then, see, we've got some stuff at the Nexus. I don't know if there's actually anything different on EOS or not. Like, we might have already seen like all of the stuff for EOS. All right, so yeah, we need to go to the repository of antiquity, I think it is. Is that the absurdly like grandiose title that they have? I know Drac was at the food court. All right. I'm gonna let people
getting acquainted with our new neighbors.
Sort of. All this stuff. The Angara sure do have a rich culture and blah, blah, blah.
You're sauced, aren't you? What's your poison?
I visited that cafe the Angara consider a bar. Asked for their hardest stuff. It was weird, which I like, but had almost no punch. Lightweight. Whoa.
Steady now.
That stuff must have a slow absorption rate. Whoops. Oh, Ryder. It's just... This museum reminds me of being on Haitiana during my indentured service as a student. They even have a whole section on the Remnant. I didn't come to Andromeda to follow in someone else's footsteps.
Don't worry, PB. The Angara barely have a foothold. Sure, they live among the ruins, but they haven't seen what we've already seen.
You might have a point there. Bet nobody here has ever outrun an ancient vault purification field, huh?
Nope.
Or spat in that Archon's ugly mug and lived to talk about it? That was nice work, by the way.
Thank you.
You're right. Not sure why, but ever since I packed up my apartment on the Nexus, something's crawled under my skin. But whatever it is, I promise, I'll get over it lickety-split.
You're fine, PB. We all need to cut loose once in a while.
You're very understanding and attractive. Nice combination. Think I'll stay in your operation a little while longer.
Okay. I was not expecting to be like her to be drunk and just being like, hey, so you're cool and cute. I mean, it's true, but not expecting that. Though comparing it, yeah, my purple is more fuchsia, kind of more pink, bit too reddish, needs to be more bluish. I do want to change that.
Got a minute?
Sure.
The swelling has gone down significantly, and I seem to be able to talk normally again.
Good. Keep me updated. And remember, cool food and liquid only. Nothing spicy.
Thank you, Lexi.
Lexi and her rules, huh?
Hey, I respect Lexi and her rules. She takes care of us. Without her, I might still be wheezing and trying not to choke on my fat tongue.
What?
Have you ever heard of the lick test? Back before scanners were portable, Earth scientists would employ this test in the field. They used it to tell rocks from fossils and get a basic idea of their mineral composition.
You licked a rock, didn't you?
I was distracted and forgot it was a Helios rock. I do it unconsciously. When I was little, my father and I would go on expeditions. The lick test was a huge part of it. He made science fun for me. Your mother was something of a scientist, wasn't she?
She was. It's still difficult to talk about her. We all took her passing hard.
I'm sorry. I hope it helps to know that what she and your father achieved with Sam is truly astounding.
Thank you.
I left my parents back home. They told me they were proud of me, and then lived out their lives while I slept.
If I were them, I'd be proud too. You came here for the sake of science. That takes courage. Some crazy, but mostly courage. I'm sure they knew that.
Just don't go licking everything.
Thank you, Ryder. I needed that.
Anytime.
Yeah, like I said, just don't go licking everything, okay? See, the problem is that, like, here we're just kind of like, you know, the lighting is a little bit off on some of this stuff. So, all right, I want to say you... About to there, yeah. You about there, I think. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Cause yeah, I mean, I've always preferred like black and purple, black and red or black and purple. Those color combinations are just kind of my thing. All right, I do want to go back to AO, or to EOS.
Anomaly detected.
Whoa, what? Oh, right. You wanted us to look for...
Probe away. Anomaly found.
Nav points and... Yeah, your little scanner boys.
According to that astronomer on Aya, a satellite should be here.
I'm not detecting anything. If it was here, it's gone.
You mean destroyed?
I mean, gone. Destruction would leave debris. We've got nothing. Let's try another nav point.
All right. So we'll go back to Eos real quick, because I know there was like, hey, there's like pockets of very dense radiation up to the north.
Pythias system, home of Eos and Prodromos.
I am so curious as to why architect bodies like wind up so far up in the air.
Descent is green.
Like once they die,
Coordinating,
they go
path is
out
calm.
into the atmosphere, into orbit, which is not normal. I'm sorry, do you guys have a blacksmith shop up and running now? Okay, so we do know. There's nothing new here. All right, well, let's hit this fast travel spot and we're just going to head north until we run into something, or until they're like, "Hey, yeah, you're about to die even in your..."
We lost a lot of worlds to the Scourge. Seeing one more or less reclaimed is strange.
Okay, so we are officially north of the furthest place that we've gone so far.
Time to fight.
All right, so I'm guessing you guys, whatever it is, it's down and in. Whoa, what? Fucking from where? Yeah, I don't know how the hell they're, like, shooting at us. I don't know where the fuck they are. They're, like, down inside, I guess, but... I don't know how to get to them. Unless there's like something going on down now, not over here. Let them attack. Who cares? So yeah, we can still go a ways on north here, because like I said, they were saying that there were pockets of high radiation still to the north. All right, and we have reached the edge of the map. Looks like there are some Kett facilities down here. Don't see any Kett outside, so I don't think we've been up here. Yeah, like the beds and stuff that they have all around their shit, like that makes a lot more sense now. God, it still feels weird to be playing a Mass Effect game where you can fucking jump. Like, where you can actually just properly jump. I mean, okay, you're not technically jumping, you're more like blasting off, but still. It's fun, it's enjoyable, and it is highly unusual for the series. Yeah, let's make sure to have our sniper rifle at the ready. Guys, you want to start shooting at him, please? Like, good gods, guys. Were you just gonna wait for him to fucking... Were you seriously just waiting for him to pop me one in the jaw before you guys did anything? Okay, so there are Kett here somewhere. A fucking hover too, like. All right, we're getting in close now. What do you do? What are these things? So we can deactivate whatever they are.
Okay, let's get this offline.
Right, so... Did we actually get it offline? I mean, it still seems to be fully functional and doing whatever it is that these things do. I don't even know what the fuck these things do. Like, I would like to know what the hell they are. Like, are they concentrators? Are they what are they? What purpose do they serve? And why the fuck is it still activated? Why is it so active? Fucking bug around my damn ride. All right. Well, we might as well go and explore the questionable place. Like I still don't know what to call it. Like the port of.
Leaving Atmo. All clear.
The smuggler's port. The bad guy's den. Anybody got?
Lexi wanted to speak to you.
All right, Lexi. All right. You guys do need to fucking tell me when people want to.
Your dad was Turian? That explains so much. What's that supposed to mean?
Here we go.
You know, how uptight you are. I am not uptight. Not even 300 years old and fussing at us like a matriarch. I'm a doctor. Fussing's part of the job.
All right, so Lexi should be through here.
Oh, Ryder. Sorry for the mess.
Who's your friend?
An exalted Kett. I called Jarl to show him. Ah, there he is. Jarl, look at this. There's nothing Angara inside.
The physical can be deceiving.
I've run hundreds of tests. Only traces of the Angara genome remain. The exalted are Kett.
There must be a way to fix them.
Anything's possible. We just have to keep trying.
Even from mistakes, we can learn. Thank you, Ryder.
What?
Jarl needs to accept that exaltation is permanent. You're making his grief worse.
We've barely scratched the surface of what Kett are capable of.
The exalted are new beings. It's more than a transformation, it's a birth. There's no going back. Jarl is part of this crew. His welfare is my responsibility.
I know this job was a surprise, but you've really stepped up. And look, you got your Kett sample.
Their bodies are unlike anything I've seen. Centuries of gene stealing, crafted evolution. It's horrible, of course, but also fascinating.
Glad you're settling in.
Sink or swim, right? I should probably clean this up before it starts to smell.
I would appreciate that, yes. All right, anything else? Anybody else got anything for me?
I'm going to do it. I've run all the tests. It's non-toxic. If we're going to live here, someone has to take the plunge and actually try to eat things.
Dr. Tapero, please do something.
Don't do it, Suvi.
You told on me. I thought we were friends. You, sir, are uninvited from all my parties.
Yeah, don't go eating stuff. That update on Jarl. Vada. Thought you should know. I spoke to Jarl. After some reflection, he seems to accept that the process of exaltation cannot be reversed. Apologize if I was harsh before. I can get a little passionate when it comes to patients and my professional opinion. I know you were only trying to help, but ultimately, we both just want what's best for the Tempest crew. I will continue to run tests and study the data you obtained from the Kett facility regarding exaltation. But right now, I must believe what the evidence tells me, which is that exaltation is permanent. Yeah, like I said, I mean, that's one of those things where it's like, you say that, but you don't really know, do ya? Anti-synthetic, so we can do det. All right. Let's go ahead and do our Remnant VI upgrade. All right. So, okay, investigate the second nav point, but where's the second nav point? Where is? It's not here. Oh, it's in Sabine. Sabine? Sabian. I don't know. It's in Saboteur, Saba something or other. That is really just creepy looking. Right, we've been here.
Anomaly on sensors.
Yeah, I was already tracking it, thank you.
I found something.
Okay, so it looks like it's actually might be there.
You're sure that astronomers' nav points are correct?
You seem to think so.
There's nothing out here.
The Scourge didn't swallow a satellite whole. You can't do that, right?
I'll let you know. Let's check other nav points.
Yeah, let's do that. Doba? Doba. So something, I mean, notice that at each of these is like there's been a branch, an outward branch of this, of the Scourge, so...
Anomaly on sensors.
We have already checked this one.
Getting a scan.
Great. In a Scourge. See?
Let me guess. No Angaran satellite?
No, but I've got something else. Message buoy from an Angaran ship. They came here looking and didn't find anything either. Left a marker for us.
Must be the team our astronomer sent.
They headed to a new nav point. We should join the party.
Well, all right. Where did they go? Travel to the Angaran vessel's nav point. Okay, but where, what? Do you want to tell me where their nav point was? Oh, wow. They went like, so they were all the way up there. Now they're like traveling all the freaking way around. And why don't we have to worry about fuel? Like, even with Mass Effect, in Mass Effect 2, we were dealing with fuel.
This is where the human ark first entered Helios?
Heck of a wake-up call.
Yeah. About that.
Anomaly detected. Probe away. Getting a scan.
Ship wreckage. That's not good.
Stand by. I'm cutting through heavy interference from the Scourge.
We are pretty close for comfort.
Something's drifting just inside. Angaran ship. In pieces. No life signs.
Who did this? Kett?
I found the ship's log. Scanning and downloading. Scavengers. The Angara caught them stealing satellites. The Scavs fought back, and the Angara collided with the Scourge.
Can we find the scavengers?
I have their ship's transponder ID. It's registered out of Kadara port.
Naturally. I mean, that's where all criminal activity seems to be centered. Vinland. I mean, we should go ahead and check all of this stuff.
Anomaly on sensors. Deploying probe.
Massive crater?
We've got a crater.
Habitat 7. planet that didn't quite work out.
Anomaly detected. Probes launched. Satellite detected.
Right, like a Earth satellite? So yeah, like this one's just like... The Scourge is fully on that planet. Isn't great. Not great for anybody, especially not great for us, because that was supposed to be home.
I'm picking up something.
Graphite?
Probes launched. Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Aluminum. Yoinkus. Markland. So some asshole named Mark back in the Milky Way was like, hey, all right, we've got Vinland, we've got Habitat 7. I'm just gonna name this one Markland, okay? Nobody's ever gonna go there. It's never gonna really matter. But I'm just gonna call it Markland. All right, so yeah, we have... So we are ready to go to this strange port. This, what I'm guessing is kind of like the pirates' port. This is where all the undesirables live. Meaning that we're probably going to run into scavengers.
Approaching Kadara.
Besides being a haven for Nexus exiles, what do we know about this place?
Group of exiles called the Outcasts liberated Kadara port from the Kett. Until recently, their power was absolute. But a new gang, the Collective, has been chipping it away. Real shady bastards led by an unknown called the Charlatan.
Well, with luck, they'll be too busy shooting at each other to notice us.
Yeah, don't bet on
Probes
it.
launched. I found something.
Ship wreckage? In a port with criminals? And undesirables? Who would have guessed? Corian nav processors. Still kind of weird to find Corian shit out here. Like, that would imply that it was a Milky Way ship. Alright, so nothing there. We'll hit all the planets and then go to the main port. Now I'm wondering which one of the Asari. The Asari might be there. I'd be more inclined to believe that the Turians would fit in there. Mountains. There are mountains. That's nice. There are mountains on just about every planet. At least every planet that we've been to has had mountains. I don't know why you're so excited about them. I can see a fault line. Is that going to be, you know, ooh and all over a fault line too? No, just the mountain. Just that one particular mountain.
I'm picking up something.
Yeah, that's not normal.
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Beryllium.
Now orbiting Kadara. Standing order for all incoming ships. The port is a ceasefire zone by order of Sloane Kelly. She was head of Nexus security.
Be ready for anything, and keep comms open. Should hear from our Resistance contact soon.
Hello? 'Hello? Housekeeping. I'm sorry, was that just like a fucking black hole that I saw?
Incoming call. Patching it through.
There's been a development regarding the spy, Venturev. Rendezvous at Kroller's Song. Your contact's codename is Shayna.
Shayna. Got it.
Okay. So it's a no fire, it's a ceasefire zone. Which sounds fantastic. I mean, right up until they realize that we are actually with the initiative, and then they say, hey, so it's a ceasefire zone except for on those assholes. Blow them the fuck out.
That's one hell of a welcome sign.
Exiles have stepped up their game since the revolt.
Good.
Not too shabby for folk who got kicked off the station with nothing to show for it.
Maybe we can get them back on our side.
We know they can fight Kett.
Our supplier's waiting. Come on, we're gonna be late.
Do I even want to know?
Nope.
Our supplier? Wait, what? All right. Hang on just a moment here, because I need to run to the bathroom real quick, so we'll be right back. right, and I'm back. So yeah, there's a contact. Now we have a knight from there. We have speaking with the resistance contact. Okay.
We'll find a way. We always do.
No more talking. I'm sick of your shit.
All right, there is something. Oh, shipping containers. So I'm supposed to meet with. Who am I meeting with here? So yeah, there's Angaran, outcasts.
My people won't allow.
What are you doing to these people?
Not for us. The Angaran
Nothing they weren't
was slaughtered by
expecting.
Kett.
Port's got 2 rules.
Ungrateful
No guns and pay your protection fees.
What are you, the mob?
Other way around. Outcasts of the law in Kadara. You got a problem with that? You can join these assholes.
Pathfinder, it will be difficult to find the spy if you're barred from the city.
Guess that's true.
What was that?
Nothing. I'll be on my way.
Creep.
Creep? I'm the creep? Why are your doors so slow to open? Bella's song. Wow, a drunk Krogan.
Hey!
Piss off.
You order, you pay.
I said...
I'll pay.
You look like you're waiting for someone.
I've got time for a drink.
Shayna, but you can call me Reyes. I hate code names.
I was expecting someone more Angaran.
The Resistance pays me to supply information, among other things.
So you're a smuggler?
Your man, Venterev, was arrested by Sloane Kelly, leader of the Outcasts. Word spread about what he did to Moshae Sefa. The people are calling for his execution. And Sloane? She's a woman of the people.
I like her already.
Well, she doesn't like you.
She's never met me.
You work for the Initiative. Sloane was part of the uprising on the Nexus. I doubt she'll give Ven up easily.
I'm taking him, with or without her permission.
We're gonna be friends, you and I. There
I
might
hope so.
be another way to get to Ven.
I'm sorry, guys.
You work Sloane. I'll talk to the Resistance.
I wasn't expecting you guys to be that much
How
of
do
a
I
friend
contact
right
you
away.
if things go south?
Hey! You gotta pay.
Keep the change.
Always do.
All right, so let's take a look at what we've got here. So we have just that one. We have mods merchant, weapons merchant, armor merchant.
Sam, tell me about Sloane Kelly.
Before joining the Initiative as head of Nexus Security, Miss Kelly served in the Alliance with a nearly spotless record.
Nearly?
She was involved in multiple altercations with other officers.
A hothead. Great.
All right, so you're the arms.
You need to learn respect, Rogan.
Squishy thing like you needs protection. Got the best armor in all of Kadara.
I'll take a look.
Bold claim. Let's see what you got.
Everything's on the console.
You just have the Maverick, which I actually should be wearing. All right, so it looked like we might have the... It looked like we might be ready for, like, the, meeting the anti-AI people here. Back at the Nexus, and just, like, a bunch of stuff. telling me I can scan something, so I'm guessing it must be down
Thing of
here.
the past. Enlist in the outcasts.
You're a big one.
You'll pay for this one day.
You again? What do you want?
What are you going to do to them?
Don't worry, Captain Do-Good. We're not gonna kill him. Well, not directly.
Oh yeah, that makes me feel so much better.
Look, what happens in the Badlands is out of our control.
The Badlands?
Damn, you don't know anything. The Badlands is everything outside the port. It's a no man's land. That's why people pay premium to live up here, or rough it in the slums. It's chaos out there. Anyway, now that I've educated you, piss off.
Right. Liam?
I do. But no one leaves the port until their docking papers go
Everything
through
all right?
processing.
Yeah, just greasing some palms so we can park the Nomad.
Not too much grease, I hope.
Dealt with disaster profiteers back in Hustle. I can work this guy. You just focus on the spy.
Maybe don't talk about this shit, like, right where we, like, right here. Alright, we need to look at our email because looks like there's a whole bunch of stuff that's come through.
What's up, Ryder? Why an emergency meeting?
I didn't call it.
I did. Got some disturbing news while we were on Kadara. There's some tension at the Krogan colony on Eladon. It's bad.
Tension among Krogan? You don't say.
I wouldn't waste your time with this if it wasn't important. We need to go.
I agree. Nakmor Morta made herself overlord of the colony. It's weird.
No. Our priority is the Archon. We have to remain focused on his next move.
Jall's right.
I know dealing with so many unknowns is frustrating, but we need to hear each other out.
Well, as long as we're pitching stuff, I overheard outlaws on Kadara talking about activity in the Ramav system.
No, that's the system where the Turian Golden World was supposed to be.
Ramav? There aren't any viable planets there. Only an asteroid field with mining ventures run by criminals.
I hear Eladin's pretty rough too. Roving scavengers with nothing to lose.
Crap. No one fights harder than people with nothing to lose.
We still have to find Venturev.
Our goal is to create our home here. You never know how something might fit in. Anyway, get Callow the nav points for both Eladin and that potential Turian Golden World. We want all our options ready to go. Hey, I didn't say dismissed or meeting adjourned or anything. Meeting adjourned. As you were.
Dude, that is just fucking petty. So yeah, now we're really busting things open here.
Yeah? When's the last time you had a normal conversation? This is a normal conversation. No. This is you trying to figure me out. Categorize my flaws. Put a label on me. That isn't. Everyone on this ship is an experiment to you. And I've got no interest in being a guinea pig.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
All right, ladies, what's going on? Everything okay back here? I haven't seen our little space monkey in a while. All right, the Asari Ark writer had a breakthrough on the location of the Asari Ark. Please come talk to me on the Tempest. Got a lead on the Ark Nautilus. I'm hearing all kinds of rumors. I'm hearing rumors that scavengers found pieces of an Ark on a planet called Eladin. Might be nothing, but it's worth checking out. Error 982, carrier signal interrupted. Writer, I must be brief, but I hear my virus was a success and Sam is disconnected. Excellent news. We should talk in person. I've enclosed a nav point for our sanctuary on Kadara. The virus was only the first step. You can be a strong ally in future efforts. Please see me, Captain Dunn. Writer, please see me on the Hyperion. It's about Kadara. Invitation diplomatic meeting, the Nexus cultural exchange. This sounds bad, kid. All right.
I'm going to recommend a team-wide increase in caloric intake. Yay, more cans.
Are you sure about that, Lexi? We don't know how long we're going to need the rations to last. Even trading with Kadara and Aya, we don't have a reliable...
So the Angara were fighting their own this whole time. Fuck.
Wonder how Jarl's taking it.
Not well.
Hey, speaking of our monkey. Hey, buddy.
Better not go running off on Kadara. Might end up in another cage. Or someone's stew.
He's a good boy, aren't you? Aren't you? You do know Pyjack's pee anywhere, right?
Ooh, hi.
You got it, Ryder.
You patched up the Asari flight recorder?
Some old access codes, a little data recovery from Sam. We have the Asari Ark's last heading. Nav points are set. We can head there whenever you're ready.
Remember the survey ship? This might not be pretty. Are you...
Handling tough stuff is my job. We need the Asari and Sarissa more than ever. I trust you to find them before the Kett do.
Much to say about that facility on Volt.
There would be. But maybe not right now.
I get you, pal. Inane chats are about nothing coming up.
Don't think that's what he had in mind.
Oh, come on, think. Think! I need something.
Who are you talking to?
Ryder, shit. You shouldn't sneak up on someone like that. I'm just talking to myself. Don't tell me you never do that.
You seem stressed.
No kidding. I'm not built for this kind of homesteading. Don't like people knowing where I am, where my stuff is. Ugh!
You've got to relax. You're starting to stress me out.
I'd like to. I need to. Yes. When I felt like this back home, I'd look for a zero-G chamber, or at least an isolation tank. Someplace to just drift away. I could really use that now.
If I may, gravity can be overridden in the escape pod. You can create a zero-G chamber.
Of course! Sam, you're a genius. It's easy. It'll make a huge difference, Ryder. You'll see. You know, there's room for two.
That's all I need to hear.
And this should do it. Close your eyes. Relax. Let yourself go. Oh, this hits the spot. Ryder?
Yeah.
There's something else that would relax me.
Oh, really?
What's that?
That's the spirit. Wanna fool around? Doesn't matter if you have something else going on. I can be utterly discreet. Just fun. Two people blowing off steam. No strings attached. Only if there's no strings.
What if I want strings?
I'm into you, Peebee. I'd want it to mean something.
Oh. Huh. Good to know.
Let's not rush things. Just enjoy this.
I mean, as far as like PB goes, PB's kind of awesome. I'm not gonna lie, PB's kind of awesome. Let's go ahead and change our loadout station now. So let's change our armor. So we have the Maverick helmet. We're gonna do the full-on Maverick set. All right. Excuse me? I would like to get out, please. I was kind of hoping to talk to Vetra and them.
Kadara is a lifesaver. I'd promised some people some things I wasn't sure I could get. Turns out I can get them all on Kadara. Funny how things work out.
I mean, hey, we all gotta survive somehow.
I'm just relieved that they didn't die out there without Nexus support.
Throwing people off the boat was hard, but Nexus leadership was desperate. Wasn't a great choice. Lose some people, or lose everything.
So yeah, if they're gonna give, you know, if everybody's gonna give me like options for being like, hey, so yeah, no, we're not tying you down. We're not like saying, hey, you got to do this. I'm just like, you know, hey,
Have
cool.
anyone else here with you besides Sid?
No, just me and Sid. It's always been just the two of us.
No, I mean, someone special.
Special? Oh, you mean like... Oh. No, nothing like that. Who has time? What about you?
Anywhere's gonna feel empty if you don't have someone to share it with.
A romantic? I wasn't expecting that. And again, the entire idea of leaving everything you know for a chance at something new is kind of romantic. Anyway.
How did you hear of the Andromeda initiative?
Short answer, Kesh. She was looking for some experimental ship mods, and I knew how to track them down. I thought it was a one-time deal, but she came back. Once, twice. Eventually, I figured out something was going on. Something big with creds behind it. I asked and she told me about the initiative. New galaxy, new home. Couldn't pass that up.
You were on the Nexus when the revolt happened?
When you promise people golden worlds and all they get are wastelands and a death cloud, they riot. Some wanted to go home, some demanded answers, and a couple just wanted to stir shit up.
And you?
Some days I wondered if the exiles had a point. Maybe we were conned into coming here. But why would the Initiative go to all this trouble just to screw us over? Thing about conning people, you always know something they don't, and that's why the con works. And if I'm going to pick a side, I'm picking the liars.
You probably have work to do. We can chat later.
You know where to find me.
Well, no, I don't, because each of you guys just keeps moving around.
Hey,
Jaw?
Didn't mean to scare you.
What? I'm not scared. 1 second.
What's going on in here? You look busy.
If I'm busy, my mind is occupied with whatever I'm working on, rather than worrying.
Whatever gets you through.
I'd like your advice on something. I'm making gifts for everyone. I have a list.
Gifts?
Do Turians like poetry? For Vetra, I'm writing a poem and engraving it on... I'm not sure yet.
Who doesn't like a personalized poem?
Great. Maybe I could just recite it for her.
Make sure I'm there for that.
Liam seems to like my Rofjin. I might sew him one.
He does.
Do Krogan like knives? I could craft a ceremonial Angaran dagger for Drak.
Who wouldn't want
Actually,
that?
I bet that
It's
he'd like
mainly
that.
decorative. Would you like one?
Jal, this is a lot of work. What's really going on?
I'm sure that I seem confident and skilled to you, but I'm not. Or I don't feel like I am.
Well, I think you're great.
That's so...
It's true.
You're making me blush.
I can't tell.
My family is well known. Our lineage is respected, and many of my kin have achieved great things. I've never been one of them. So many older siblings and cousins who succeeded at everything. I stopped trying to keep up.
Right.
Thanks for listening.
You're not in anyone's shadow here. I believe in you.
Yeah, and when we kick the Kett's ass, you're gonna be in on it, buddy. You can't ask for much more than that. Like, seriously. Alright, no new pods to release. We could probably send a strike team down. You know, we haven't talked to Drac in a while. Okay, so those open up automatically. That's good. Means that there's nobody there to talk to. Let's check the galley. Drac isn't even here. Well, that's just silly. Nobody in the bathroom. There's Liam, but Liam's just, I don't know. I do not find Liam to be very compelling, a very compelling character. Like, he's ex-cop, which is, I don't know. Okay.
Crumbs on the deck.
You found them too? I think something's eating our stores.
More crumbs. Going where?
That's a good question. Where do the crumbs go? Is it you, little guy? I will let the Krogan eat you if it is. There they are.
Something's nesting here. Something that likes cereal. I wonder. We've probably got materials to build a humane trap and catch it.
All right. If it's that pie jack, I'm throwing him in the fucking stew. Right, yeah. I thought that was just Vetra, but I wasn't sure. I'm like, I don't think we've got any other Turians. I think it's just Vetra. So yeah,
One trap, ready for a visitor. I'll leave it and see what we get.
All right, Gil. Drac, you got anything for...
Ryder, you meet Spender yet? Colonial Affairs, the ass in Assistant Director. Got no idea why Addison keeps him around. Spender lied to the Krogan during the uprising, and he's headed out for cash ever since. He's up to something. I just can't prove it. We should pay him a visit on the Nexus.
Did Lexi brief you on SAM and squad connectivity yet?
Yeah. You want to hook that thing up to my comms, sure, but that's where it stops. Putting an AI in your head, giving it access to everything like that, it's begging for trouble.
Why do you say that?
I've seen what bots can do when they turn on their creators. Been in some of those fights. There's a reason that kind of research was outlawed.
Yeah. I was dismissed from the Alliance when news of what my dad was researching got out.
No shit. Ruined the writer name, I'll bet.
Almost. Sam is part of what makes someone a Pathfinder. You're just gonna have to deal with that.
So long as it's not in my head and it ain't messing with my body.
Okay.
We can talk more later.
Sure.
Yeah. Hey, one last thing.
Yeah?
Is everyone a kid to you?
Ha, when you get to be my age, yeah, pretty much.
Okay. All right, so I want to go back to the Nexus real quick. Because it seems like we've got some stuff going on there.
Now orbiting Kadara.
Oh, good gods. Like, just fucking everything is just blown the fuck up. Illidan, a new world. We've got H047C, a new world. That's the one where there's like some remnant stuff. Or that's the one Peewee wants to go to. So yeah, there's still like there's honestly there. So Contagion, we've got Nakmor Drak, Krogan Betrayal, Gil Brody, Game of Poker, and Path of a Hero. Oh right, that's we need to do the interview. We need to do the interview. That's right. I was like, wait, really? Isn't that no? That's. I think that's both doing the interviews and doing the memories. And like just about every fucking thing else. Now in theory we should be able to go Fold should be opened up more, right?
Pathfinder, this is Captain Dunn. There's a situation I could use your assistance with. I'd rather not discuss it over open channels. Please come see me on the Hyperion Bridge as soon as you can.
I can see that. It's...
Hi!
You're the Pathfinder! Thank you so much for returning the Moshai to us.
I'm glad I could help. Seems your people really cherish her.
She is dear to us. By the way, you should know. The head of our delegation is at your cultural center.
Okay.
We'd be honored to speak with you.
Right. I was gonna wait. What?
Free for an interview? I'd like to know more about the Angara. It's not often a first contact goes so smoothly. At least the Angara are more peaceful than the Kett. There's high hopes for this alliance.
I guess you'd ask about the Angara. It's a good reason to say hi.
That's not... This is about history, not you and...
Me and...
I need to finish this. So, the Angara, your thoughts on the alliance?
The Angara are survivors, and they're willing to help. They'll be great allies.
The Angara soldier who joined your team has a few fans already, but everyone's talking about Aya. Green plants, flowing water? Our leaders have discussed whether we should send colonists there.
No, I don't think so.
Aya is a sovereign planet of the Angara. We have no right to settle there.
Strong stuff. Here's hoping we don't need to. Okay, that's... Look, camera off. I need to say something. I feel like you want to get closer to me than an interview.
I think I might. What about you?
I want... this isn't right. It's not ethical to date an interview subject. But once the documentary's done, we could get to know each other better.
Here's a question.
I could be spoken for by then.
I wouldn't interfere with your life. What happens with me stays with me. But if you want to share your heart, I'd like that. Once the documentary's finished.
Okay.
Then I'll be patient.
So yeah, they're like,
it'll be something
she's
to
like,
look forward
hey,
to.
it's
Thank
cool.
you.
No,
Just
you
a
know,
couple more interviews and let's see what happens.
polygamy is a whole
registration
thing
is
here.
up since last episode, as is morale. Tan sent this for you. Inspiring, huh?
It's such a mess. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
What are you doing with that ship? That
Pathfinder Ryder, a word, please.
I gotta tell
Yes.
I stopped an unauthorized shipment to Kadara. Important stuff. Rations, tools, power cells, you name it. Corresponds with inventory discrepancies. Someone's stealing and storing supplies around Nexus and Hyperion for delivery to the exiles. If you could keep an eye out for suspicious or out-of-place packages, I'd appreciate it.
I'll see what I can do.
Great. Stolen supplies haven't been processed for release, so Sam should be able to detect them.
Terrifying. I thought everything would be ready.
We've had a few unexpected reports. It's nothing the Pathfinder should handle.
Welcome to the Nexus.
All right, so what's in here?
And we're happy to help your guards secure their weapons.
I prefer them armed for now. You understand, of course.
Oh, Pathfinder, this is the head of the Angaran delegation.
The one who saved the Moshai. She speaks highly of you. Call me Issa de Navarre.
Welcome, Ambassador. The Angara's first formal visit will be one for the history books.
I wonder what they'll say.
I was just explaining to the Ambassador that armed guards aren't necessary here.
Is something wrong, Ambassador?
Please walk with me, Pathfinder. So much life. All different, all united. The way it could have been. 75 years ago, we were scattered, struggling to rebuild after the Scourge. Then, the Kett arrived. Alien life. It was monumental. But then they deceived and enslaved us. So, I hope you understand my precautions.
Your people have endured much, Ambassador. I'd be cautious too.
Yet all this, your initiative, is proof there's a better way. I want to believe in this alliance, Pathfinder. The Moshai says you're trustworthy. Please, help me trust in you.
Everything you see, we're willing to share. Knowledge, technology, support.
What's the price?
Whatever you're willing to give.
They'll surrender their weapons to your militia, if that's satisfactory.
Thank you. We won't disappoint you, Ambassador.
Pavoa set Jav Jaravon, Pathfinder. Welcome to Andromeda.
Thanks. All right, so wait, what's over here? Supposed to speak with Dr. Andrew? Okay.
Of course, there are probably more Pathfinder Rider, if you will.
But I'm having a Pathfinder. We've had some trouble.
Anything
How
I
can
can
you
help
guys
with?
work in such dark
Perhaps.
lighting?
I discharged an away team to get readings from a section of the Scourge that was behaving anomalously. They haven't reported in for some time, and sensors can't locate their shuttle. I sent them out there. Good, dedicated people. I fear what might have happened to them.
Don't give up hope. When I'm out there, I'll see if I can find them.
Their friends and family will want to know what's happened, and I need to know.
All right. So, wait, what are you guys? What? Oh, you're just like stairs. I'm like, what the hell are you? What are the question marks for? Oh, they're just stairs?
I don't know about these Angara.
Authorities continue work to establish contact with our Milky Way descendants. Now,
All right. There is. Oh, good gods. There's a new quest over here. Don't I have enough new quests already? Don't I have enough quests?
a violent illness related
Hi, I'm Shian Garson, founder of the Initiative. Welcome to the Nexus.
Hi.
Interesting place, isn't it? Full of smiles and handshakes. Not many soldiers. Even though when politicians make peace, it's we soldiers who keep it.
Politicians get nervous when you hold anything more explosive than a rotten egg.
You've seen this too. The military life echoes everywhere. But names. I know you, Pathfinder. I am Andromeda, a Heskal with the Resistance.
A Heskal?
Centuries ago, Heskal were special forces. We defended colonies, passing our training down via oral history. Few remember us today. I came to learn what the Milky Way knows of such things. I heard your father was part of a similar program, an N7.
What have you learned about the N7 program?
Human soldiers who trained on exotic worlds. Arcturus, Europa, Rio de Janeiro. They learned to fight in all environments on little food or sleep, to care for their injured, to lead. Is that accurate? Wasn't your father one of them?
He was one of the first N7s. He was proud of that, even though he didn't stay in service. Didn't stop him teaching me and my sister a few tricks.
So, you carry a little of that knowledge with you, as well as your Pathfinder skills. N7 training would benefit my people. Heskal training would benefit yours. Perhaps a few war games. Show me how your skills handle the tests of a Heskal recruit. Challenge yourself and teach me.
A chance to work with the Angaran best of the best? Absolutely.
Excellent. I'll activate our training beacons. Finding them can be your first test. After that, I look forward to learning.
Okay. So, yeah, we've got... So now we have cross-species learning. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. All right. Captain Dunn, what's going on? You are in the habitation deck, if I remember right.
An expedition to Eos in the Pythia system has discovered a mysterious facility that authorities are calling a vault. Though not much yet is known about the underground structure, it's believed to be remnant in origin. Noted Asari scientist Pelisaria Masail.
What we activated in the vault drastically improved the atmosphere on Eos.
This is Agent S, a worker.
Sorry to call you in, but this is best handled discreetly.
Talk to me.
Short version, one of Harry's med techs snuck a relative on board. Woke them up, cut them loose. Turns out this relative has a rare illness. Not contagious yet, but in the later stages.
They exposed the whole station to a potentially contagious illness?
Yes. We need to keep this quiet and handle it fast. This gets
Agreed.
out, we'll have a station-wide panic. Besides, this is a Hyperion matter. My responsibility.
That makes it mine too, doesn't it, Captain?
Thank you, Ryder. Please keep this to yourself for now. The only way this ends without major losses is if we handle things before the rumors get out.
Right. I'll look into it.
Good. Talk to Harry. He can brief you on the details. Let's bring this under control before it's too late.
Right. That's fan-frickin-tastic.
Have you ever been trapped with nothing but your own thoughts to keep you company? It's excruciating.
I do not experience psychological distress, as you describe it.
Do you experience any emotions?
No, and I am intrigued as to why you do.
You find me intriguing.
Welcome back, Ryder.
Do you know anything more about Sarah's condition?
I monitor Dr. Carlisle's reports. He is providing her with the very best care possible. I'm afraid there is nothing more to be done at this time.
That's all for now.
Of course.
My liberator. Welcome.
Thanks for your time.
It would seem that is all I have to give, for now.
Why do I think you're going to be helpful once we get to like the end planet, you're gonna wind up being pretty helpful. You and Sam combined. All right. Right. He would be in the cryo bay, which is.
Scientists have few answers, as the dark energy anomaly known as the Scourge limits travel and communication in the cluster. This is HNS.
Oh, that's right. There's the.
I have a friend who came across on the Solarian Ark. How do I find him?
These are stolen supplies. I'll alert the dock manager.
How's that possible?
A lot has gone wrong. But they've got Pathfinder out there trying to find it.
Wow. Maybe I should go back to Stasis.
This is not good. Damned exiles.
Doc?
Good you're here. Dunn briefed you?
Sick person loose on the station is bad enough.
I wish that's all there was to it. Before we left, my medtech Charlie helped his aunt sign on to the initiative program.
He cheated the screening process?
Yeah, she has TH314. Deadly, highly contagious in the latter stages and jumps across species. It was dormant, but flared up when Charlie woke her. He just assumed it was stasis sickness. There's no cure, no vaccine. It's deadly in its final stage, and she's off-grid. She's a problem.
What should I know about this TH314?
Stage 1 symptoms are similar to stasis sickness, which is what fooled Charlie. Stage 2 is marked by extreme bouts of paranoia. It becomes virulently contagious at Stage 3. Airborne, the works.
Is anyone else infected?
No one so far. According to the test results I received after Charlie left, she's still in Stage 1. If she progresses to Stage 3, Ryder, it'll be bad. It's a rare disease, but the kind that starts pandemics.
Any idea where he's gone?
Not long ago, he was assigned to an Apex unit for a mission. Incommunicado at the moment. Charlie had no idea the virus would flare up after stasis. Virology isn't his specialty. She's his only relative. Even so, he should have known better.
We need to help her, you mean?
Every instinct I have, both medical and human, is screaming at me to help her. Making sure TH314 doesn't spread is the top priority, no matter what. This one isn't going to be easy.
Anything else I need to know?
Be quick but discreet. We can't panic the entire station over this.
I only have a whole space station to search. Discreetly.
Yeah.
Could be worse. She could be off station and potentially infecting the Angara. Try customs first. Even with fake medical clearance, she had to go through there like anyone else.
Dr. Carlyle has granted me access to Ruth Becker's profile. The file includes her physical description.
That'll be useful. Thanks, Sam.
Okay, so there is one on the habitation deck that I need to find.
Cherry-like fruit brought back from Habitat 7 as authorities baffled. Multiple passengers are still in quarantine. This is HNS.
I'm sorry, Habitat 7? That was the planet that we went... That was where the first planet we went to, wasn't it? What is... Oh, that's just stuff just laying around. Okay.
Phoebe, where are you?
Hey, Vetra. I'm someplace interesting.
Want to meet up? Maybe at the Nexus Lounge?
Appreciate the invite. Rain check, okay?
Sure thing.
Hey, Ryder. Taking a stroll?
Something like that?
I just wandered over from the Nexus myself. That place bores me.
Been there, done that.
You get me. I spent over a year stuck there. Well, when I wasn't exploring Eos. And I know things are getting better. More lively. But there are too many bad associations. I probably won't hang out there much.
No need to explain to me. I get it.
Do you know why I asked to be placed with you?
I believe you possess an emotional impulse to be among your own kind.
More than that. I seek someone who understands me.
Complete understanding of a unique consciousness is impossible.
I disagree. It's the only possibility worth exploring.
So yeah, I thought that we were supposed to scan like one on each. Or was it just like scan one and yeah, you're good? Right, earn your badge. Right, investigate the embezzlement. Search the Hyperion. Right, habitation decks and the common area. Okay. Well, this is habitation. This is habitation, isn't it? Because Cryo has the sick bay. Aha!
Another cache of stolen supplies, alerting the dock manager.
All right, we should probably go to operations because we've got some people to talk to there. I think Thavissa was the might be the Angaran that wants to interview us. I think that's the other person who wants to investigate us.
Attention all personnel. The Angaran diplomatic team has arrived on the Nexus. I can't believe he's not returning my calls. This story's gonna make him look terrible. Pathfinder. Wow. I'm Davis Carr. Helios News Service. Maybe you've heard my voice over the vids. I'm trying to file a story right now, but hey.
HNS, huh? Where are the rest of you?
I had an editor, but it's crazy out here. Now, beyond a freelancer or two, I'm it. All that stands between freedom and tyranny. Or something. I haven't had much sleep.
Who pays for you to do this?
Technically, HNS is an arm of the initiative, but we serve the public, not them. Sometimes the higher-ups try and tell us what to broadcast, Tan especially, but we decide what to run and how to run it. It causes friction, but at least I can live with myself.
Were you a journalist back in the Milky Way?
I was. Sort of. Only had a couple internships under my belt. Good places, though. The New Star Chronicle even sent me to Mars for a week. The plan was just to work as a reporter out here. Then the uprising happened. We got a little too close. My editor was killed. Tan blamed our broadcasts for stirring unrest. It was bullshit. Now all I want to do is keep going.
I met another journalist, Carrie Tavessa.
Yeah, we're running Carrie's series, Path of a Hero. Good stuff. I'm mostly on my own, so pretty much anyone who brings me news is welcome. Content is king, and her content is really touching a nerve.
It must be difficult to set up a broadcast from scratch.
No, it's easy. Beyond the lack of staff, resistant authorities, and constant technical glitches. Still, I'm getting there. May have an honest-to-goodness source in Nexus security, if she ever calls me back.
Who's your source?
No journalist worth their salt will ever give that up.
Talk to you later, Davis.
Hey, Ryder, before you go, I hate to ask, but it seems like your job takes you all over, the places we can't broadcast yet. If I send receivers to your ship, would you mind placing them on some planets? It'll help get news out to even the most far-flung colonists.
What do you need from me, exactly?
I'm digging up good stories here, but not a lot of people beyond the Nexus can hear them. Our long-distance transmitter sends package data between ships, and even planet-side, provided there's a receiver on the other end.
Right.
I need someone to place receivers and boost our signal. We only have a few, so they need to go on planets with people.
Okay.
Okay, Davis. I'll help you get set up.
Great. Just place a receiver near an outpost, and they'll get our reports.
The Cultural Center requests special dietary instructions for Angaran.
So yeah, we've got the spots. Oh hey,
It's you. You're the human Pathfinder. I'm Sid, Vetra's sister.
Yeah, I know.
Vetra's told me all about you. Well, not all about you, but the important bits. I should probably get back to work. It was real nice meeting you, though.
What important bits?
What work do you do here?
Oh, I just monitor comms from colonists. Progress updates, hazards encountered. Note it down, pass on a report to Sean at the end of the day.
Important job.
I know. It's nice to hand in a report and have someone say I helped.
I'll let you get back to work.
Tracking enemy activity. Reports out to intelligence.
So that's what the Kett are up to, transforming people into willing slaves?
Now we know why they take so many prisoners.
Well, they're sure as hell not taking any more.
Bye, Kandros. Duty
All right,
calls.
wasn't I supposed to talk to somebody here about the Turian Ark?
A broken arm doesn't lie.
I told you, she fell.
The doc says that break is a textbook case of being hit with biotics. Hard.
Then they're lying too, because she fell.
Did you come 2 million light years to be a scumbag abuser? Or do you want to grow a spine and admit you fucked up?
I love how they like leave that as ambiguous. You don't know what you don't know what's really going on with it. Wilma?
What's going on? Why are you whispering?
I'm planning a surprise for Superintendent Kesh. She's always complaining that our stock of spirits is tame. I hear Kadara Port is famous for bizarre homebrews, supposedly pack a powerful punch. Hoping you can pick some up and keep it quiet.
I'll see if I can find some.
Excellent.
Oh shit. Shh.
A reminder to all personnel, overtime hours remain in effect.
I'm worried about this place if the Kett find you.
Then we defend the station. First contact, huh? Last one of any note was when your people stumbled over that relay. If they can trade us materials that'll help fix the Nexus, I'm good with it.
Was that really the last first contact?
See you later.
All right, so right, meet with Raelis on Vold. Meet Gil at the Vortex. Search for memory triggers. Search the Valet system for the Arc Lesunian. Investigate the anomaly at Illidan. Find Spender on the Nexus, which he is in the Commons in the docking area. secret project, wait for people to learn more about the Remnant, which we can go and check out the one that she's... Find leads on the Solarian arc. I don't know where to even start that.
Colonial Affairs notifies Director Tan of your status.
I don't know. Maybe Tan will have something.
Pathfinder.
Hi.
As sleepers wake from stasis, the initiative urgently requires blood.
This is how all those worlds look from the Nexus. We forget how beautiful they are.
Yep, very pretty.
The Angara have nothing to fear. Something I can help you with?
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
No, and that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Solarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst. Should you find any clues, please investigate. Without the other arcs, the promise of the initiative can never be fulfilled.
That's
okay,
all.
So yeah,
Thanks for your time.
I'm here to serve.
I'm sure you are.
Attention, civil disobedience has been reported in hydroponics. Security is investigating.
Okay. Should that one be sparking? All right, so I think we've got most of this stuff done here. Well, let's just check and make sure. Let's check the map here. Yep, okay. Yeah. All right, so we're good to go to the dock, which is the common area. I still don't know where to find information on the Solarian arc. Like, I'd like to know what's going on with the Solarians. The Solarians are very helpful.
Is HNS.
So I am looking for stacks of crates.
Things are still going smoothly without me to look over them?
We're good. I told you
Hi,
we managed.
Damn, you could have at least pretended the transition was difficult.
I don't know. Maybe I should have stayed home.
I wonder what my dad would think of all this. Would he have encouraged the move? Come with us if he could?
I'm sure he would have. To be with you guys.
Yeah, I think so too. Sid doesn't remember anything about him, but I do. I think he might have liked it here.
Probably. It's kind of cool. Seriously, dude, there's no need for you to be crouched down like you're about to start blasting. Excuse me? What?
I thought I understood what it meant to come here.
Nexus exiles find a home as former security are implicated in the mutiny.
Another cache of stolen supplies, alerting the dock manager.
Pathfinder Rider, I need to know.
Shoot.
You've been to Gadara. You've seen the exiles there. They used to be with us. Friends, family, co-workers. A lot of us worry about them. We hear it's chaos, that it's dog eat dog.
It's hard living. They have to watch their backs and do whatever it takes to survive.
So scary. Despite what happened, my heart goes out to them. Thank you for taking the time.
Welcome back.
Hey, there you are, Gil.
So, Ryder, big news. I think I found my purpose in life.
Oh yeah? What's that?
Thrashing you at poker?
Not poetry, that's for damn
Ryder,
sure.
I can read Gil's vital signs and give you an advantage during the game if you like.
No.
Don't.
Alright. You can deal first. Having fun?
Getting my ass kicked is what I'm doing.
Poker's lost me several friends over the years. The only one who still plays me is my buddy Jill. I know, Jill and Gil.
She must be a glutton for punishment.
That's her. That's how I know she'll always be there. Jill's a fertility expert, heads the initiative CRC. My only real friend from back home. I bet 50.
I call. The CRC?
Colonial Repopulation Committee. She's always teasing that I'm making her job harder. Says if I'm not making babies, I'm part of the problem. We have that kind of relationship.
Sounds kind of disrespectful. It doesn't bother you?
Nah, she's like family. Supports me unconditionally. We just ride each other like that. You should meet her. You'll see. She's amazing. Another 100.
I fold.
Another one for me then.
Well, that's that. You win.
I've achieved my true purpose in life. What will I do now?
Revenge will be mine.
Someday, maybe. Jill predicted you'd be my downfall. Can't wait to tell her she was wrong. Another streak intact, I'll say.
Ouch. Have fun. And thanks for the game.
Yeah, I don't like the idea of using Sam as basically as a cheat to cheat at cards. So let's see here. Right, find spender.
We've had no trouble, Pathfinder.
Your incompetence isn't my problem. Just do your job.
What do you want?
Sounds like you're having a rough day.
You saw that, huh? Oh, I'm sorry I snapped at you. The way Spender treats me? Everyone, I'm so angry. I don't understand how he's in any position of authority.
I haven't heard much good about that guy.
Whatever you've heard, it's not half as bad as the reality. Just last week, he tried to redirect some of the supplies we need to keep the stasis pods going.
Why?
I have no idea. But if Kesh hadn't stepped in and threatened to airlock him, it would have been a disaster. He's always like that. Making bad decisions, driving the Krogan away, treating people like scum when no one's watching.
Maybe there's something I can do?
A man like that's bound to have some dirt. I wish Tan and Addison could see it. Things have gotten so bad that Kesh had to literally kick him out of engineering.
How literal are we talking here?
Boot to ass. Oh, it was glorious.
I was gonna say, I'm like, come on,
We
that's
need him
like,
gone,
yeah.
But as incompetent as Spender is at his job, he's insanely good at keeping it. Kesh can tell you more.
You know, I'm not entirely sure we've seen a female Solarian before.
That alcoholic beverages must be consumed within private quarters or at the vortex. Consumption of alcohol in public spaces is strictly prohibited.
Well, that's not fair. Right, so go talk to Kesh about this asshole.
Scientists have few answers, as the dark energy anomaly known as the Scourge limits travel and communication in the cluster.
I'm trying to do all the grunt work and all the leg work right now so that we'll be ready to go balls deep into it.
I'm worried about this place.
Dell told me you saw her arguing with Spender.
Yeah.
Hijack's doing his best to throttle my department.
How's he getting away with that?
Spender doesn't know the first thing about engineering, but he knows how to play people. More importantly, he still talks to the exiles. I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it without your help.
Does anyone else know about this?
My grandfather tried to tell Tan. He wouldn't believe him without proof.
Everything I hear about this guy makes me think less of him.
This is my surprised face. Look, I can work with everyday incompetence. But Spender's a traitor and a danger to the station. He needs to be dealt with.
This needs to be investigated.
I'm glad someone thinks so. Talk to Kandros. He likely has security footage, some kind of evidence. But you'll have to convince him to authorize release.
All right.
Nothing
I was
more
gonna
for
say,
now.
it's like, yo.
See you later.
Does anybody else know about this? The old man in the
extra
corner.
Resources from the colonies are really easing our workload.
A worker was lost in space during repairs of the
Byron?
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
I was told I should talk to you about the mutiny.
I wasn't on the Nexus when it happened. I started reading up on it, but you know how things get around here.
Do you know where Spender was during that time?
Why Spender? Wait, you think he might have had something to do with the mutiny?
Maybe. Just trying to sort things out.
You know, the logs I did look through showed a few discrepancies. I meant to dig deeper. If you're investigating, how about I give you access to the security vid archives?
Thank you.
That would be great.
Anything else?
No, that's
Bye,
it. Thank
Kandros.
you.
Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
No, I just mean that I have to go to the bathroom.
A reminder to all personnel, overtime hours remain in effect.
Huh, this file won't play. Sam, can you boost the quality?
Processing. Playback initiated.
Wait, is he handing something over to one of the mutineers?
Take this. It'll help the armory. Don't.
I am sorry, Pathfinder. This backup file is corrupted. The audio tracks are heavily degraded. Someone may have deleted the original, and this version was restored during a system-wide reset.
Sounds like a cover-up to me.
I concur. While I cannot restore any more audio, the location appears to be Kadara.
How do you figure?
In common parlance, lip reading.
Good job. We're bound to find something there.
All right, so yeah,
Let's go confront him.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone all
Oh,
power adjustments must be approved beforehand.
Oh wait, Spender's over here now?
The mutiny went as well as you'd expect. So much violence. Then, after nearly destroying the station, the Krogan asked for more power? Good. Ryder, is it? William Spender. Apologies if we met before. I meet a lot of people running colonial affairs.
Running colonial affairs? I thought you were the assistant director.
That's right. Assistant to Addison. So we know who does all the real work.
From what I've heard, your hands are pretty dirty. I saw the footage. You were handing something off?
What footage? From Gavorkum? Routine business meeting. Whoever you're talking to clearly has an axe to grind. And frankly, a Pathfinder shouldn't be wasting time on a witch hunt. You'd be wise to let this be.
Yeah, that isn't, you know, highly suspicious at all.
Adjustments must be approved beforehand.
All right, so I think we are good to like go, and we have everything on the Nexus is done. So like we're loaded up with missions to do.
Until demands are met. This
Now I don't want to just run through and do Kadara and just be like, okay, take me to the new planet.
I don't know about these Angara. Whoa, it's the Pathfinder.
Hi.
It's me.
You're the one who befriended these strange new people, these Angara, and now they're here, on the Nexus. How do we know we can trust them? I mean, for certain.
Remember, we're the strangers. This is their home, and they've welcomed us. They've earned our trust.
I guess.
Talk to them. Get to know them. See for yourself.
Good advice. I will.
I mean, it's a delegation. It's not like they're Dude, seriously, get the fuck up. No, stand up. Stand up. There you go. Stand up.
Ryder, have you seen Lexi?
She's not in the med bay?
No, and she's not answering her comm.
I'll find her.
All right. Bottom of barrel. Well, I'm guessing with a name, with a mission title like that, I'm guessing she's at the bar. No? Oh. I figured she would have been at the bar.
Yes? What now?
Are you always this rude to people walking in?
Only when a mistake could kill everyone on the Nexus.
What do you mean?
Hydroponics is our air, food, and water. A frail green line between us and oblivion. We almost lost it all during the mutiny. Now it's my responsibility.
Having it this wide open is a bad idea.
So I hear. Perhaps we could share our burdens. I need samples of Andromeda's plant life. Our own specimens should acclimatize to them. Bring me any plants you find. You'll have a bounty in return, and my thanks.
Okay. Maybe she's down. Maybe she's up at like an apartment, at an apartment somewhere. Good God.
Aha! I knew it. Horizontal gene transfer. The Kett incorporate new DNA seamlessly into their own genome.
Meaning all living beings are just a big buffet to steal from.
Wonder if I can get this part of local traders.
All right. I have no idea where she is.
We're constantly striving to make life on the Nexus more enjoyable for all our citizens.
Maybe in the cultural exchange.
If you have any suggestions, don't hesitate to share them.
All right, tech lab. He's not in here. Maybe in the cultural exchange, because I think this kind of goes down as well.
Welcome. I'm Gian Garson, founder of the initiative. On behalf of the Nexus, I welcome you to the Cultural Center.
It just reminds me of Kett. Unnerving.
It's metal, though, not bone.
We hope
How
you'll enjoy
amazing is
learning
that?
about the rich diversity of
Must
people
make
who have arrived
hugging
from the Milky Way galaxy.
Yeah, I could see that. All right, you know what? We're gonna have to save here because this is just I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to find them. It's just not working. So we're gonna call it for today. We'll be back tomorrow with more. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. If you liked the video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you're new here, don't forget to press the subscribe button. If you want to be kept up to date of when we go live and stuff like that, make sure to ring the bell, but also check out the social media links down below. That's our Facebook page, our Twitter account, Tumblr account, Blue Sky account, and permanent invite for the Discord server, where I make sure to notify you guys of when we go live and stuff like that. For example, tomorrow at 3 p.m., we are going to be back with Oblivion. I think we're close to finishing up the Fighters Guild stuff. Even though they're not particularly happy with us. And then tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time, we'll be back with more Mass Effect Andromeda, trying to go and find the 2 new planets and find everybody's arcs. All that so that you can stay tuned for more from Ollamh Productions. Cheerio!